Community Conversation, we're joined by Dr. Kevin Volkema with Sentara Martha Jefferson Hospital. He's sitting down with Aaron.
Thank you, Steve, and Dr. Volkema, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, of course. We love having you here, and today we're talking about maybe not so fun of a topic, but it is springtime, which means it is a good time for people to get their annual physical and just get a checkup. And checkups are important even if you're feeling okay, correct?
Oh, absolutely. The real importance about an annual checkup is getting in with your physician, establishing that relationship, and really determining, okay, is there something going on that I can't feel or I can't see or I'm not noticing? And so really it's not about care in the moment, it's about prevention. And a very easy comparison to think about is, when you think about your car, you have to fill it up with gas, oil, you have to do the annual check for the state of Virginia, you have to have all this maintenance, and the same thing with our health.
Right, our bodies are the same, no different,
Exactly.
Gotcha. And then what types of screenings or lab work might a primary care provider recommend during a yearly checkup?
Yeah, so ultimately it really depends on the individual. So it depends on their age, their gender, it depends on what chronic medical conditions they may have, depends on family history, it also depends on their personal preference. Some individuals might want to do a lot of prevention, and other individuals might have a more less is more philosophy. But in general, there's going to be basic assessments like blood pressure, weight, kind of diving into really how you're living, how are the basic foundations of your life, but then also blood work. So checking out your glucose, also known as blood sugar, kidney function, liver function, cholesterol, and then of course kind of the bigger cancer screenings as well, like a colonoscopy.
Gotcha. And how can regular visits with a primary care provider help people stay ahead of some more serious health concerns?
Well, I think it always starts with the relationship. And so if you have a primary care physician that you've seen for years and years, they will be able to pick up and recognize things that are abnormal for you as an individual. And so by recognizing those signs early on, they can hopefully prevent you from developing high blood pressure or developing diabetes or developing these problems many years down the road.
And that's good, because catching it early is always paramount.
Absolutely.
So. Yeah. That's good. And for people who maybe haven't been to the doctor in a while, what is your advice on taking that first step?
Yeah. First is, don't worry. So many people have gone years and years without seeing their physician or really any physician. The first step is kind of picking up that phone or logging online and making that appointment. I think it's always helpful to talk to friends, family, people at work or in your faith-based community. See who they see. See if they like their physician, and maybe you could potentially see them or one of their colleagues. But it starts off with taking that first step.
Very nice. And that also might make it a little less scary if you know that your friend or your colleague has seen that provider. So it might help maybe someone feel a little bit more at ease if they know that a friend or so has also seen that provider.
Absolutely. I think it's amazing how many people come up to me and say, I know you're not allowed to say, but you see my neighbor or you see my coworker. So it's really cool just to see how connected the community is.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Volkema, for coming in today. It was great having you here.
Thanks for having me back.
You're very welcome. All right, Steve, over to you.